Hey there little ones, your guitar sage. Today we're going to learn how to play Love Me Tender by Elvis Presley. This is a little bit more of a complex tune than some of the other tunes that we've done, but it's nice and slow. We're going to do finger picking today, and I'll teach about all the techniques and that sort of thing. But first I'm just going to play it, and I'm going to play just one verse through because some people will ask me to play the tune all the way through, and there's just not enough time in the 10-minute video to play a tune all the way through and explain it. So I do always play all the parts, typically though, all the chord progressions. So here we go. I'm going to play through one verse, and again, in this song it repeats 3 times total, 3 verses, no chorus. So here it goes. It's going to go something like this. Love me tender, love me true, never let me go. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. And then it would repeat that section 2 more times, I believe. Okay, so let's talk about the chords here, and we'll talk about finger picking. We'll talk about the theory behind it and that sort of thing. Okay, so first off, let me start by saying any of the techniques that we're using here today are covered in an ebook that is at YourGuitarSage.com, and so all the songs that I teach, if you don't have that ebook and you have difficulty with these tunes, then check out that ebook because it really fills in all the spaces here that I'm not able to quite do on the video. How to play the chords, how to capo and know what key you're in, all that good stuff. Okay, so how to read charts, and in fact this chart that I'm looking at right now that I charted for this particular tune, also when you purchase the ebook, kind of as a freebie basically, I give you username and password to get into my charts, where I just kind of put my charts up online and you can peruse them anytime you want. Take a look at them. This way you're not having to write all these chords down as you're about to do if you want to know the song. Okay, so the song is in D, okay, but we're thinking about it like it's in the key of C. We're actually in the key of D, we'd be playing it down here. Okay, but since we're capoing it up a whole step, now we're in the key of D. If you don't understand that, again, that's where that ebook will explain all this stuff. Okay, so we're thinking like we're in the key of C now, and the chords we're going to need for this tune are a C, a D, a G, an E minor 7 with a B in the bass, which is just this finger right here, an A minor, an A minor 7 with a G in the bass, which basically looks like a C chord, but just drop that guy down, drop your 3rd finger down. Don't play the 5th string. Then we're also going to have a F chord, F major, F minor, both those chords. And then there's also an A7 in this chord. Okay, so those are the chords you're going to need. Okay, let's talk about here the chord progression. The first half of the song. Okay, this basic chord progression is 16 measures long. Okay. The song's in 4, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So of course that's a measure, 1, 2, 3, 4. This entire chord progression, 16 measures long. The first 8 measures is 1 measure per chord, but then when we get into measure 9, it changes up a little bit. We have split measures, and we'll talk about that when we get to them. So first 8 measures go like this. C, D, G, C, C, D, G, back to C. Okay, so that's the first half of the verse. The second half of the verse is going to go like this. It moves a little quicker. Okay, we got, now for these next three measures, it's going to be split bar, meaning 2 chords per measure. So instead of holding the chord out for 4 beats, you're going to hold them out for 2 beats. So it's going to go like this. C for 2 beats, E minor 7, which is just your second finger right here. Don't play this string. Don't play the low E. Mute it. It's technically an E minor 7 chord with a B in the bass. Okay. Then an A minor chord for 2 beats. Then an A minor 7 chord with a G in the bass, which basically looks like a C chord, but drop that third finger down here. An F for 2 beats. Sorry for those of you that can't play a bar chord. You'll get it. Keep trying. For every guitar player, it was difficult. Okay. Anybody who says otherwise is lying to you. I don't care who it was. Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan. They all had difficulty with it. It takes time. No one was born out of the womb playing an F chord. That'd be weird. Okay. So F chord, F minor chord, and then a measure of C, whole measure of C. Then we have a split measure, C, A7, known as the devil's chord. It's not really messing with you. A D for a whole measure, a G for a whole measure, and a C for a whole measure. So again, it's going to go, the second part's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I'm sorry, I messed that up. Do over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we got 2 minutes. Man, we gotta fly. Okay, we're gonna talk about finger picking here a little bit. What I do is for the C chords, I do this alternating. I'm still calling it a C chord. Okay, it'd be too confusing to call it a A minor 7 with a G in the bass, which it is. Just grab your C chord and do that alternating bass note. Boom, 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 boom. That's the simple version of it. So these fingers are playing the rest of the chord and this guy's bouncing back and forth. Then when you play your D chord, play D, and you bounce back and forth between the D and the A string. On your G chord, you just play a G chord. There's no alternating bass note, okay? Now when you're doing the walk down, love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill, for my darling, I love you, and I always will. Okay, so for that walk down, there is no alternating bass note. You're just hitting the bass note because there's not enough time to. Because here we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need a whole measure to do that alternating bass note. Okay, I'm looking at my clock and we're running out of time, y'all. If you haven't already, hit subscribe so you can get these fine videos in your mailbox every day. And if you haven't already, go to YourGuitarSage.com and get that ebook that's going to help with all this. It's going to give you this chart and a bunch of other stuff, all right? So go there, kids, and go practice. Eat your greens. Help a little old lady across the street. Yeah, do your homework. Other stuff like that, okay? All right, yeah.